Hey, what up, people? It's gonna be with you. Welcome back. Yeah, we meet again, small world. Richard here, and today we're gonna be taking a look at a DNA40, not just any ordinary DNA40 device, but this is a DNA40 device that's powered by the Evolv DNA40 chipset. No, it's not a clone. It's authentic, and the best part is I was about to say probably. No, in fact, it is, as of now, the cheapest DNA40 you can find out there in the market. So this is really good, especially for those of you who's always wanted to own this DNA40 device with temperature control. You know, you thought the Vapers or the Vapor Flask and things like that was a little bit on the pricier side, and you're unsure whether you like it or not. People who's, wanting to try out temperature control, also a little bit doubtful. Now is your best bet. This is your chance because it is the cheapest. Okay, so to cut a long story short, let me introduce to you the HB40, or otherwise known as the Heartbeat, from HCigar. Just the mere mention of the name HCigar, I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with that. Clones, and not just any ordinary clones. Hey, high quality clones, that's what they used to make. Well, at least I'd like to think they used to make that. That was back then. They've been doing a lot of their own stuff, coming up with their own gear, authentic devices, like their line of box mods, for example. And this is one of them, the HB40. I'd like to call it the HB40, although otherwise it's also known as the Heartbeat. And this is a real steal because it's the cheapest there is around, using an original Evolv DNA40 chipset. For that price point, they are one step ahead of all their competitors. This is retailing for about $120 US in the States, and in Malaysia, I found this from a company called Vape. Yeah, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below, especially for Malaysians. If you want to go get yourself one, they're retailing for about 450 ringgit. So I think it's the price range is around there, without an 18650 battery, of course, and it performs perfectly fine, like your Vapor Triad, your Vapor Flask, and all that. So flawless. Well, at least to me for now, but talk is cheap. Let's dive down, get a good look at her, open up the box, check it out, let you have a really close-up look of it, and see if it's worth your time and your money. Come back, we're gonna vape on it and talk about it further. Catch you later. Let's get a close-up look of our HB DNA40 device from HCigar, and here is the box itself that it came in. This is how it looks like, all the markings and little picture here, graphic of the box here. DNA40, HB DNA40, or some people call it the Heartbeat. So there you go, transparent. Take out the cover and you have your micro USB charger in here. As usual, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the charger. And let's get the device out, which fits in perfectly. Oops, looks like I've left the cover in there as well. Let's take it out, and you have your user manual inside. Shows you the device, how to use it, and also available in black as well. So have your pick to what color you want. Let's put the box aside and get the cover back in again. So this is the device. Oops, looks like my little battery ribbon just came out. Yep, that's how it looks like. HB40 micro USB charger. When it's charging, it's red. Once it's full completed, it turns green, and you have your little screen here. Very unique positioning of the firing button and your up and down button as well. So if you're holding it in your hand, this fits perfectly. You have your thumb here, and if you're holding it with your left hand, you have the knuckle of your thumb just pressing on it. Perfect. So very nice, very comfortable. At the back, you see HB40. Although some people call it the Heartbeat. Okay, you have your top section here. Let's zoom it down a little bit to let you have a better look. Oh, there you go. So that's your copper contact pin there, adjustable with a flathead screwdriver. It's, by the way, also a spring-loaded pin there. You have a little drip well here in case you have any leaking from your Atomizer airflow channel on 4 sides here. There's a Delrin piece inside to prevent short. There you go, nice. And it's not really centered when you have the cover, but once you remove the cover, it's actually in the center. So it's a bit to the side on your left, but can live with that. HB40 here printed on it. And that's the micro USB charge port. Red when it's charging, green once it's full. And you have your vent holes here. And this side you have your up button for your watts increment, and to decrease your watts you have your down button. The clicking is really nice. You have very clicky buttons here. HCigar logo on this side and your firing button. Perfect. You have your LED screen here. Okay, let's open up the back and see what's inside. You have your cover with your magnet on top. Alright, every time you want to put the cover back, make sure HB is on top, because if you have the other way around where HB is at the bottom, it's going to stick, but it's not going to cover properly. It's going to end up being like that. So you got to always have you know, the HB logo right on top there. And just cover it this way and it fits perfect. Alright, so remove that and you have the inside of it. There's a little ribbon here for your battery, so you can just remove your battery easily. That's your positive point, and there's a little red wire that goes into the section here, which is covered by this perspex, plastic perspex, and that's your seal there. If you break this open, your warranty becomes void. If you do want to have a look at the inside and just check it out, go to other reviewers like Todd's eSig Reviews. Todd has actually removed this and open up the whole thing to let you have a look on the inside, which is very neatly, you know, done and very clean job. Matt from Suck My Mod, he also did a review of this, and likewise he also opened up the thing, which is the cover. That's what I meant. Put it in. All you gotta do is just put in the negative and the positive on top. Once you've got it in, press it inside and make sure, like I said, your HB logo is on top. You have your magnet here, yep, on both ends as well. That's it. No screws needed. It's not going to fall off, and there you go. So besides the silver version, you also have it in black as well. This is the black version. Everything remains the same. 5 clicks to lock it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once it's locked, you can't fire it, you can't increase or decrease any of the wattage. And once it's locked, then you can change your temperature if you want to. Hold to change temperature, and once you have your temperature setting there, you increase it all the way to 600. After that it turns off. So now you're on standard mode, and you can use Kenthal wire to vape on it. And if you want to change the temperature, just go down to 440, which is what I normally put to, and if you go down lower, all the way down to 200, it will change to Celsius. So you can have an option of either having it in Celsius or Fahrenheit. Let's get it closer. Alright, so this is Celsius or Fahrenheit. For Fahrenheit, just bring it lower some more. Sorry, it's changed. Hold to change temperature again. Just bring it below 100, I think, and it goes to Fahrenheit again. So we'll leave it at 440, and what else? 5 clicks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, goes back to unlocking it. Okay, we'll set it at 25 watts. If you notice, it's still in volts down here, but once you've attached a nickel build with your RDA on it, it senses the nickel build and it will convert it and change it back to temperature control. So once that's done, fire it, and it's 440 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, and another function that some of the other functions, just like a DNA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you press the bottom and the firing button simultaneously together, it goes from normal mode to stealth mode. There you go. Alright, and if you hit the top button together with your firing mode, you change it from right mode to left mode. So basically that's about it. And standard wire resistance minimum 0.16 to 2 ohms, and if you're using nickel build, that's your NI200 wire recommended. Minimum is 0.1 ohms and all the way up to 1 ohm for temperature mode. So what do you think? You know, my thoughts for this. Actually, I've got my Derringer RDA on it. Temperature control got it at about 0.14 ohms, firing at 440 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 watts. And well, If you ask me, for 120 US dollars in the States or in Malaysia, it's being retailed for about 450 ringgit. Of course, with the DNA Evolv chipset in there, and works fine. It's a no-brainer. The form factor is great. Now, fit in the palm of your hands, use your thumb, just click. Positioning of the button is absolutely fantastic. You know, so easy. Weight, just nice. Aluminum, not too heavy, doesn't feel heavy in your pocket. Works just like a dream, just like any other DNA40 device. So, well, if you ask me if I can find any fault with it, zilch, nada, no. Let me take a vape. Love it. I mean, yes, the cheapest DNA40 device around. Until I talk to you again, vape safe, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. God bless. Bye for now.